Baby, I wonder if you're alright, and I hope you're doing fine. Oh, I thought of you last night. Truth is, it happens all the time. I just can't find the light. I'm wondering if I cross your mind. Truth is,
so here we are on the edge of the river from Riverside Park. Whiskey and I come back in here and walk quite often, sometimes do our videos. But right here behind us is the Auglaize River. A lot of bodies been found in this river. Where this section I'm at is in between two rivers. Well, a big chunk of Defiance is in between two rivers, the Auglaize and the Maumee. We rarely find anything going on with the Maumee. From the Auglaize side, always finding bodies. And once again, here we are, Defiance. Another body found. Friend Bubs got a hold of me last night. I heard some sirens. Sounded like they was coming out this way. And let me know what he heard on the scanner. By the time Whiskey and I got down here, walked down here, everything was gone. Well, seems a fisherman was out on the boat or whatever found a body. It turns out it was a 50-some-year-old woman, female from Michigan. And I think the day before or earlier that day, whatever, someone reported sitting in the parking lot a car belonging to this person was sitting with the dog left in it. And so they reported cruelty to animals, whatever. They showed up and the person was missing. Well, last night they found this person. There's a little island. I tried to film it. It's hard to tell what it is. They were calling for a 4x4, then they were calling for a boat. There's a little island there that where the body was. And I don't know. I'll post a name and stuff or whatever, I suppose. But it's pretty weird. As Whiskey and I take our walk, we'll talk a little bit about this video, but as we take our walk, we'll go to the direction where the car was found. A good distance from here, especially for someone from out of state. So it raises some questions. What's going on? Who's involved? I'll tell you, the area we just walked out of from in the woods, there's a lot of funky shit goes on in there, but it ain't up for me to talk about, right? It's our local system, just like everywhere else. They'll go after you and make you the bad guy for this and that, but they will ignore the real problems. So now that Whiskey and I are walking this trail, it's starting to make a little more sense. Some things are starting to make some sense. We'll get to that. That's happening quite a bit, as we'll see when I get to the main subject of this video. Maybe, it depends. Now that this is cut in, I might have to cut that into a separate video, but we've got a main subject I've been wanting. I didn't want to get any more videos out until I got to that, because it's been pushing on me. But this has happened, so I've had to scrap my first couple edits on that because I really want to get it the point right. But anyways, so we're walking now on this trail where this somehow this woman's body, who they found it, she's made it from the park back there, which is from where we're at right now. Now we're over here at Laddie's Park, right about in the middle of Defiance, right? And right over here behind us is the railroad tracks. And anyways, we're from where we was at over there at Riverside Park. This is about a half mile from that park, and on foot it takes about 10 minutes to get there, right? Whiskey and I just walked it, and he likes to try to get it done faster, but it takes normally about around 10 minutes from that park to this park. And where her car was found is right over here, not too far from us. Now we'll walk by there. We always do every day. And so yesterday, Whiskey and I was walking. This is why it sucks that I haven't done no videos in a while, because usually when I'm doing my videos, it's these routes we're walking. We hit almost all the parks on our walk every day, right? And these routes, and usually when I'm back in the quiet areas is when I'm doing talking on for the videos and stuff, right? Well, yesterday we was walking through here, and we noticed the train going by really slower than normal, than usual. And then as it got past, and we got right about to where we're at now by this restroom building, so anyways, Whiskey and I get right about where we're at right now, and after the one train went by, and it went by real slow, and see, if we would have been filming like we've been on track, and now we're off track, right? It's been a while, I apologize for that, but we gotta get straightened out. But if it had been like normal, we'd been filming at this time. And we was walking by here, and the train got by, and then we noticed a CSX truck right up here on the track, right? It's a double track there, and it was on the other side there, and we heard someone talking to him. I couldn't make out what was being said, but then that dude come down here and walked right down through these weeds and stuff, through all this brush off the tracks, and then he looked like he could have been a cop, right, in my opinion. And I was like, what's going on here? I started wondering what the hell's going on, why is the train driving by real slow? These guys are messing around with the track, the employees, right? And now this guy is walking through like he's inspecting the track or whatever. I'm like, are they planning something over here? Just the way my mind works, right? And because it was suspicious. Well, he walked the whole trail following the track. I didn't, they didn't put out a bulletin at the time, didn't ask the public for help, so obviously they were suspecting something. Why? Because right down here they found this woman's car. Is there a reason why they would have suspected? Well, anyways, so her car was there with her dog abandoned in it, right? And so now they're looking for this person. She's a missing person, and they start looking for her. And so what must have happened is they was following the track, thinking that something nefarious happened along the tracks or something. So we don't know the whole story there, but it's all adding up. This is why I saw somebody look like maybe sheriff's office or something. He didn't have an actual badge on, but the way he was dressed, right? Investigator, right? They was looking for something, so they suspected she must have followed the tracks. Well, that couldn't have been what happened. How far did she follow the tracks? Because if you follow the tracks to where the Riverside Park is, it takes you past Riverside. End up when you get to the river where the tracks is. The body would have had to went the opposite way of what the water flows. you know, so that ain't. So some reason she made it, she's someone from out of state. There could be something more enlightening to it, but as far as right now, we don't have no information. So I'm just curious, trying to put it together, right? So right behind us is parking lot where you can see where the cars are parked right there. This is the corner of William Street and Clinton Street here in Defiance, South Clinton. But this parking lot right behind us, where these several businesses are right there, the brown building, that's where this woman's car was found. Her car was there, so for some reason, she parked her car there with the dog in it, left the dog, didn't take the dog with her. Some reason brought it with her from Michigan, whatever, right? The dog's sitting in there. We don't know all the stuff. This is all they've given us so far. I'm gonna look more into it or keep my ears open, pay attention to it. But right now, as of right now, this is all they've given us. So yesterday morning, sometime, when Whiskey and I walked through here, they were already looking for her, right? So it was around noon yesterday, right? She left her car here at whatever time, I don't know. It was reported around, they started searching around noon or 1, right? And she left her car there with the dog in it, and then went from here past one park, slightly over a half mile, 10 or 11 minutes, and was found deceased in the off the edge of the river, right? The time to ask questions and pay attention is now, because they will never give us the truth if it's connected to anything that they want to hush up. And there's no end to the suspicious activity going on around here. Look what we got. We always run into this stuff. It's being sneaky over there, hiding out where nobody sees them. Or what's going on? We got 2 trucks here. Huh. Anyway, they're just back there wasting tax dollars. 2 of them in there. And that's one thing I'm talking about, some of the changes I'm going to make. I mean, I haven't been so bad about it, but some of these auditors are. I'm going to start doing maybe reaction videos of some of these audits, and we'll put into perspective what's going on. The truth is, we got all this stuff going on. Everyone wants to step up and become auditors, but we're skipping the real meat and potatoes behind the stuff, right? The real truth, how to get stuff done. We need to change the hearts of men everywhere, right? Change the hearts of men and women everywhere. Okay, we already got all the rules on the books that tell them they can't violate us, but yet they do, and they get away with it. And why is that? Well, we'll get down into that more later. This subject, maybe I have to break this into a few different videos, or I probably could, because otherwise it could turn into something long. But some of these issues going on, like where I left off was right around the time the Pope died. And now, since then, there's been several issues come along, and these are some of the things I want to get at, right? And get down to the truth of stuff, and get down to the reason people get offended when I'm only telling them the truth, okay? The truth is, if you get offended by something that's told that's the truth, well then, sorry, but good.
let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for that is the whole duty of man.